Hello, everyone. It's me, Mrs. Gronert, and I am so excited because today we are going to be making a story map of the story of the Gingerbread Man. What's a story map? Well, a story map is a special kind of picture that includes important details from a story. These details are about the setting and the plot. Well, what's the setting? The setting of a story is where the story happens, and it includes all of the important places from the story. In the story of the gingerbread man runs all over. So when we want to include the setting in our pictures, we want to include all of the places that the gingerbread man runs. And what's the plot? Well, the plot is what happens in the story or the events of the story. What happens first, second, third, last? That's what the plot is. Now, how do we make sure we include all of the important places from the setting and all of the important events in our picture? The best way to do this is to refer back to the details of the text or the story. Let's do that right now. Let's look through the story together so that we can figure out what places we need to include in our story maps. Here it is. Okay, so let's see. Here's the beginning of the story. Oh, look at that. The gingerbread man goes in the You're right. He's going in the oven. I think the oven is an important place to include because it's where the gingerbread man comes to life. What else should I include? Here he is running away. Maybe the little house that the old man and old woman live in. That would be good. I noticed that the gingerbread man is running down a path. Do you see that? That would be very important to mark where the gingerbread man runs with some sort of a path. I'll have to think about that when I make my picture. Oh my goodness, there he goes. He goes by the workers and then he goes by a cow and look, he's still on that path. After that, he runs by a pig. It looks like he might be close to some trees running by that pig. And then he comes to a river. Okay, so now I know all of the places I need to include in my story map. Now that I know what to include in my story map, I want to make sure I take my time to draw all of those important places on my paper. I want my story map to look especially nice. What was the first place in the story? That's right. It was the house of the old man and old woman and the oven. So I want to make sure I get that. I think I'll draw the house over here in the top corner. That way I have enough room to add all the other places. Here we go. Here's a little house. I think I'll make it green because green is one of my favorite colors. There we go. And I want to make sure that I show inside the house is the oven. So I'm going to draw the little oven here. There. There's the oven, maybe a little door too. Now, that gingerbread man hopped out of the oven, and I want to make sure I show where he went. So I'm going to make a little path that shows where he ran. I think I'll start here. He jumped out of the oven, and then I'm going to put dots for his feet. There he goes, and he goes out the door and runs and runs and runs until he gets to the workers. That's what I need to draw next. Now, I want you to take your time to finish the story map. Draw all of the important places and make sure to show exactly where the gingerbread man runs. When you finish, if you're with your teacher, you might ask, you might be able to add something special. I know if you're in my class, you're going to get to add glitter to show every place the gingerbread man ran. I can't wait to see your story map of the gingerbread man, and I hope to see you again very soon.